everyone, welcome back to another review from your favorite ginger bibliophile. I hope you're in the mood for a magical adventure because that's what I've got for you today. The author might sound familiar because I have mentioned Gina Lamanna before, but last time it was her murder mystery series. This time I'm going to be telling you about the latest entry in the series that introduced me to her, and that is Mermaid Mimosa from her Magic and Mixology series. It's actually the 8th book, and as you may have guessed, it's, got mermaids in it. So, right off the bat, score! And no, our main character is Lily Locke, who is the mixologist. And what she does is, her job is, there's some kind of magical problem on this hidden tropical island in the, middle of the, Lake Superior, I think it is. And so she creates potions to fix it. And all of the books are named after the problem-solving potions. Like, we've got Hex on the Beach, Witchy Sour, Jinx and Tonic, things of that nature, kind of give you the magic and the mixology. And this one starts off, she's having a nice day at the spa, trying to relax after the last adventure, when the mermaid that runs things at this middle of the forest thinks she's being sneaky spa. Layla tells her that the king has been poisoned and they have requested her, come save him. Our people can't do it. And that is just the tip of the iceberg. Because up until recently, she didn't even know she was a witch. And even after that, she didn't know mermaids existed until she was taken to this spa. And turns out the king is not the only problem that's going on here. We've also got this really fun gnome that I love him. He gives her crap that she's being mean to the vertically challenged because, he has to drag over a chair to be able to knock on the door and reach the handle. And he's sassy as all get out. I love Chuck. He's like, well, I was here to tell you that my toe is tingling, and that's a big deal. That means something's wrong. And he ain't wrong. The king is dying. So he's been poisoned by somebody. But also their volcano is starting to act up, and the firebirds, which are a flower, are starting to actually burst into flame. That ain't supposed to happen. And somebody's left her a note on her doorstep, unsigned, that there is going to be a 3-prong attack. Water, air, and land. And we don't know who it is or what these attacks are supposed to be or when, though there is a pretty good idea who's behind it. Because, like any long-running series, there's a standing villain. In this case, the faction. And they've been fighting them for several books now, and we do find out who the leader is a couple books back, but I'm not going to tell you in case you've never picked up this series before. Because it is a very huge deal who's running things and what's going on. And she ends up in the thick of it at one point in one of the other books. But let's just say it is this one is an emotional roller coaster, though. The ending is a bit of a tearjerker, but it's a good, yay, happy kind of feel, so enjoy that one. This is a feel-good book, despite there are some things that kind of, like, oh crap, like, it's bad, but it's good, and you'll have to read it and see for yourself. But, like, we've got the Rangers, one of which is her cousin, who can turn into a jaguar, and her crazy grandma that is just, I don't know what it is about grandmas, but they are the best. We've got Mulan's grandma, who's just crazy and awesome. You've got the grandma from the Stephanie Plum novels that is the absolute funniest. And the grandma in this one, that is, again, she is crazy. I'm pretty sure she thinks it's still the 70s. she's just, beads and rhinestones and flowers and 10 different colors and tutus, and just does whatever the heck she wants. What causes one of the problems in this one is, Lily's, recently found cousin, who is a non-blood drinking vampire, was dating a vampire hunter. But he lives on the mainland, she lives on the island. So he broke up with her because it's just not working. And so Lily gave her a potion, but Poppy, the vampire, only took a sip of this potion, so it didn't work. Granny decided to supersize it, and it accidentally ended up in Lily's boyfriend's coffee and got him feeling a little frisky. And it created some problems, let's just say that. And Grandma didn't know exactly what she did, wasn't really sure how to fix it. So, she's normally kind of left out of things and was very excited to get to finally be included in everything. Despite her off-the-wall, I just kind of throw things how I feel and just wave my hands and say random words. Troublesome ways. It's like, well, I don't think it worked, but it kind of worked. I look like a fool, and I think it made her smile. That was half what I was going for. So, we've got the whole family thing, the relationships, attacks from multiple fronts. There's a dragon, which, I mean, come on now. You can't go wrong with dragons, ever. Unless you're on the receiving end of that fire breathing. Then you might kind of have a problem. But, oops, they're magical. They've got it handled, totally. I hope. Maybe. They are definitely winging this one, because dragons were supposed to be extinct, and then, they're not. So, she's supposed to come up with this, but nobody has any idea what they're doing. There's no, here's how you do this. And grumpy old Gus, her helper, is also fun, because he's a grumpy old man, but he's actually a big old softy. So there's some fun with that. And I said, this is the 8th book in the series, and definitely from the first book, it's all kinds of, you just have the cast of crazy characters always getting into trouble, and there's a little bit of emotion from family dramas and relationships, but it's a happy, feel-good series, so it might be upsetting, and it might not finish the way that you think it will, but it's good. So if you want to just feel good action magic, definitely check out this series, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Happy reading!